What's happening, people? If you're watching this vlog for the very first time, welcome. My name is Aman. Guys, today I want to talk about how you can save on your Amazon fees. If you can save on your Amazon fees, that's more money in your pocket for your business. I'm sure there's multiple ways of doing this. I can only go through the stuff that worked for me, and that's what I'm going to explain to you. So the first thing you could do to save on your Amazon fees is maybe by some fluke or by whatever, when you sent in your product, perhaps they weighed it wrong or the measurements are wrong. What happens with that, because of your measurements, because your weight, height, length, description, they charge your fees based on that. So what I did was I looked at my Amazon fees and I thought they're really high. So when I sent in my product for the very first time, so what I did was I created a case with seller support and basically asked them, could you please verify the size and weight of my product, because I think the fees are high. So what they ended up doing is they pulled one product out of the stock, did an accurate measurement on it, and lo and behold, you know what, it was a little bit off, and in turn it saved me a few bucks on my Amazon fees. You know what, it wasn't retirement money, but when you add that up, when you're selling 10, 20, 30 units a day, it adds up, you know what I mean? In turn, that brings more money into your bank account. The other thing I did was when I put in my first product, I didn't like the way it was packaged, to be honest with you, from my supplier. It was just weird, and I didn't know anything at the time. It was my first time doing it. I really didn't question it. So the second time around, when I went for my reorder, I said, listen, can you package it in this way? I send them a picture or a drawing by hand. I'm like, here's how I want to do it. I want to compact it, squish it, whatever, make it more compactable. That way, shipping costs will be a little bit cheaper, and in turn, my Amazon fees will be cheaper because it's a different size. So they ended up doing it, and it went into Amazon. Again, because they had the old information, I had to create a ticket again to say, can you please verify the size and weight? Lo and behold, obviously the weight was the same, the size was different now. I ended up saving more than, I think, $7-8 on my Amazon fees, which again is quite significant if you think about it. You know what I mean? $7-8 is, it's a lot of money. So in turn, that generated more revenue for me in the long run. Now the last thing that I did, and this is more specific to Q4. Q4, as you know, is the busiest time of year for any industry, for especially on Amazon selling, because of Christmas, Cyber Monday, Black Friday and all that. And not only that, but the Amazon fees go up, especially the storage fees. They go up. You always get an email about it saying, during this period of time our fees are going to go up. So what I did was, instead of sending all my units into Amazon because of the risk of all these storage fees and all these different high fees, what I did was I kept some units back in another warehouse, which is very cheap compared to the Amazon rates. Because the rates were cheaper, I was able to save some money. Now every time I got to a point where I needed to restock on my inventory, I basically created an order and had that shipped from the warehouse over to the Amazon warehouse. Well, now you're thinking, well, you had to pay for shipping and stuff. Yeah, I did. You know what I mean? Like I said, it wasn't like a night and day difference. It was a little bit cheaper, but at the end of the day, I didn't want to take the risk of the Amazon fees skyrocketing, because I've heard so many different horror stories, and say if they got it wrong, then I have to go back and fight for my money. So I just didn't want to go through the headache, and to me, it just wasn't worth the time and effort. So did I save a lot of money? Probably not, but I did save a little bit, and a little bit, adds up, you know what I mean? So guys, these were 3 ways I was able to save on my Amazon fees as a whole. Again, to recap, one was I thought there may have been a mistake. I got the warehouse to recheck the size and the weight of the product. Secondly, I had my supplier repackage the product in a way where it got into the warehouse, it was smaller in size. Again, I had to get them to recheck the size and weight again, and that brought my Amazon fees lower. And last but not least, for Q4, I basically used a third-party warehouse where I stored all my inventory and shipped what I needed into Amazon to avoid their increased fees and what have you. So guys, hopefully some of these tips will work for you. If you got any comments or questions or concerns, please leave them in the comments below. But I want to say, if you're watching the vlog for the very first time, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Please subscribe, part of the family. If you want to see more vlogs just like this, please click on the end of the sky. Of course, to my peeps, be you, stay optimistic, enjoy the rest of your night. There's a big high five from me to all of you.